Hi, everyone. It's Rashonda Pratt, known in the digital streets as The Rose Show Live. And today I'm going to share with you the 5 P's on how you can Zoom with confidence. Thank you so much for subscribing and hanging out with me here on Visibility is Power TV. Make sure, if you are a newbie, that you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the link and share this out with your friends so you can help them Zoom with confidence. Zoom has become a part of our life, right? Zoom meetings, Zoom sessions, Zoom events. Who's Zooming who, right? Zoom, 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 Zoom. Well, today I want to show you how to Zoom with confidence. So that way, when you show up here on the camera for your virtual meeting, or your presentation, you're able to do it with ease and grace. So let's get into it. Number one, the first thing you want to do is think about position. How you position your camera makes all the difference in the world. If you sit too far, you look far and distant. So you want to make sure you position your camera or your webcam to show the area from your chest to your head, chest to head. You want to make sure that your head is not cut off. You want to make sure we see all of your head, the crown of your head to your chest. One of the things that I get a compliment on all the time when people see my videos or even my presentations, they talk about how my camera is positioned and it speaks to your authority. Speaking of authority, you want your presentation to make a point. You see how I'm pointing at you? I know that's rude, but you want it to make a point, right? One way to make a point is with strong eye contact. It's a total game changer. This is another thing that people talk to me about a lot is how I'm always staring right at you, look into my eyes. Yes, you want to subscribe to Visibility is Power TV. So you want to make strong eye contact, right? Too many times people make the mistake of looking at themselves on the screen, or they have their camera too low, which means people are looking under your nose, which makes you look like you're looking down on them, or they have their camera too high up that's in selfie mode. You want to make sure that your position of your camera is making a point, that you're making a point to make eye contact. And the only way you can do that is when you have the camera in this mode where people can make direct eye contact with you. It speaks to the authority of who you are as a speaker, and it makes all the difference of the world. So, how do you do this? Make a point. Point to yourself at the camera. Is it creating a straight line ahead? If you have to look up this way or look down this way, you're not making the point. So, one clear way to know that your camera is ready to go and you are in position is you're making a point. Okay. Keep it straight ahead. Number 3, you want to pop on camera. I always tell people that you want to pop on camera. And I always think about that. The best way to pop on camera is not just what you wear, but how we see you. So, when possible, always do a Zoom call with a window in front of you. Natural light is a total game changer. Too many times I'm seeing people not popping on camera because they have a window behind them. If you're African American and you have a window behind you, it makes you darker. If you're Caucasian and you have a window behind you, especially if you haven't cleaned your camera lens, that's another point. Clean your camera lens. Get you a tech cloth just like this and wipe your camera lens. Okay. But too many times, especially if you're Caucasian, you look like you're in 1940s Casablanca movie. So you want to make sure to pop on camera, you want to have the light in front of you, okay? Always in front of you. That avoids you having to create shadows, backlighting. You don't want to have a lamp behind you. I know when you're thinking about it, you say, oh, I'll put the light behind me. That'll make me shine in front. No, 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 no. You always want to pop on camera. So you need to have the light in front of you. Ring light in front of you. Natural light always in front of you. Next, you want to be polished. So train yourself, right, to look in the camera and smile, right? So always train yourself to be polished by looking in the camera and smiling, okay? It's so common for us to look at the screen again and smile at ourselves, right? I'm smiling at myself. That's great. That's wonderful. But you want me smiling at you. So, one way that you can do that is you can get a post it note and put it right by your camera lens with the note that says, remember to smile. Or if you're on Zoom, take off the self view mode, turn that off so that way you actually see people and that way you can smile at them. Cheese. And last and finally, prepare. Prepare your notes, your talking points ahead of time. One of the things that I learned in ministry and training classes is practice, practice, practice. That means review your notes to yourself out loud at least 3 times. 3 times is the key because by the fourth time, you're now familiar with your talking points and what you want to say. You actually know your script and what's coming next. So you want to make sure that you're doing this. And when it comes to having a virtual background, I know many of us love doing that. Prepare for that ahead of time as well. Practice that. Make sure it's not glitchy. Make sure that when you move in your chair that the virtual background is not coming in and out because that can be a distraction from people listening to you and your thought leadership and your expertise. When all else fails, just use a plain white wall. I know it's not fancy like this, but before I had this, I had a white wall and it worked just fine. So, those are the 5 P's on how you can Zoom with confidence and ease when it comes to your next presentation or your next Zoom meeting. I would love to know in the comment section which one you're going to implement. Also, make sure to download my freebie, 40 Ways You Can Be Seen, Heard, and Paid right now, and follow me all across social media. I'm Rashonda Pratt, known online as The Rose Show Live, author and visibility coach. You are watching Visibility is Power TV because your visibility is power and you deserve to be seen, heard, and paid this year.